Hi friends, welcome to my channel Quick Learn. Now, here I am to share some communication skills with you all. First of all, let me tell you that what is communication. So, in this video, we are going to see what is communication because for building up our communication skill, it is very much important for us to know what is communication. When we will come to know the exact meaning of communication, at that time we can build our communication skills. So, nowadays communication skills is very much important for each and everyone. So, let's start with the topic. In this video, we are just going to see what is communication. So, basically what is communication? Exchanging of information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium. It simply means exchanging of information. So what do you mean by exchanging of information? For example, if I am having some information regarding anything and that I just need to tell you all or I am telling you all is known as communication. Simply means exchanging of ideas or exchanging of information to each other is known as communication. But how can we exchange our information? We can simply exchange the information by speaking, by writing, or using some other medium. That is, we can communicate with each other by speaking with each other or by writing letters or anything to each other or using some other medium. Nowadays, there are various medium to communicate with each other. Like we can say social media is the biggest communication medium for all of us that we can communicate with each other. Like we can say WhatsApp, Facebook, email and all. These all are medium that we take help to communicate with each other. So now we are clear what is communication. Now let's see types of communication. So there are basically 4 types of communication. That is verbal communication, non-verbal communication, visual communication and written communication. Now we should get clear of each of them. That is what is verbal, what is non-verbal, what is visual and what is written. So now first let's see what is verbal communication. Verbal communication is nothing but it utilizes the spoken word either face to face or remotely. It simply means verbally speaking with each other. That is using the spoken word either face to face or remotely. Remotely means what? On phone, on mobile phones, on telephones. So, using of spoken word face to face or remotely with each other simply means verbal communication. So, verbal communication is the use of words to share information with other people. Means now I am having information and that information I am sharing with you all simply means that we are having a verbal communication with each other. So guys, are you clear what is verbal communication? So now let's see what is non-verbal communication. Often communicated through facial expressions, hand gestures, posture and even appearance, all of which can convey something about the speaker. Non-verbal communication simply means that acting, like showing some facial expressions, then showing some hand gestures, then standing in a posture that can communicate what I want to exactly say, or showing some appearance, or like we can say conveying something about the speaker but by action and not by words simply means non-verbal communication. So non-verbal communication is simply acting without saying a word. So without saying a word, if someone simply acts like showing facial expressions, showing their hand gestures, showing their body posture, or even some appearance, then we can call it as non-verbal communication. So are you clear with non-verbal communication? Okay, then let's see what is visual communication. Visual types of communication include signs, map or drawings as well as color or graphic design. So visual communication simply means that showing some signs or showing some maps or showing some drawings so that the person who is seeing the communication or the visual communication will get clear what the speaker exactly want to say. But the speaker will not speak. He will just show some drawings, some maps, some signs, or some type of color or some graphic designs. So even this type of communication is held. So I'll tell you one example of visual communication, that when we are standing on a signal. So when we are standing on a signal, how do we get communicate with it? That we want to go or we want to stop or we want to just stay at one place. How we come to know? Just because of that signal. So how? They shows us the visual communication. They shows us the color. Like if they are showing us a red color, we get a information or we get an idea that we need to stop here. When they show us in yellow, then what do we think? That now we have to stop here and we do not do anything else. And when they shows us the green light, it simply means that go. So with the help of the color or with the help of the visual communication, we get clear with the information what does they exactly want to say. So visual communication helps verbal communication. So when sometimes there is any verbal communication and the front person is not getting clear what completely we want to say, so we can take help of visual communication. We can show some drawings, we can show some maps for our clarification. So it simply means visual communication. Now let's see what is written communication. So written communication is the act of writing, typing or printing symbols like letters and numbers to convey information. So for written communication, no need to explain in deep. Simply take the example of WhatsApp, which we use nowadays. So nowadays we do not use letters, right? So old peoples, they used to use letters for conveying message to each other. But nowadays for communicating with each other, we simply use WhatsApp or Facebook or Instagram and so on. So email is the official communication, written communication, where we can communicate with each other officially. So what do we do in that? We start writing or we start typing or we start printing some symbols so that the front person will get clear what do we want to communicate with him or her. So it simply means written communication. So written communication is also known as official communication. We will always see in the offices we use written communication. Why these? Because written communication, we can keep it as a proof that we have communicated this topic or this information. So guys, are you clear with what is communication and which are the basic types of communication? Now we are going to learn the communication skills. So before that, it must be clear for all of us to come to know what is communication. And I hope in this video you all are clear with what is communication. And now there are going to be various videos about communication skills. So please do not forget to watch my each and every video. Thank you so much guys. If you liked my video, then please do not forget to like, share and subscribe my video. And also please press the bell icon so that you will get the notification of my each and every videos. Thank you so much guys.